Hello everybody and welcome to today's Elite Dangerous live stream. My name is Paige. As you can see, I'm one of the community managers here at Frontier Developments and I am joined by the beautiful Stephen Benedetti.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you very much.
Hello Stephen. And who are you?
I am the community manager here for Elite Dangerous.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So yes, you got two of us now.
Two. Two
well,
of the pros.
Three. Will's off today, living it up large.
We don't talk about him unless we have to.
No, we don't, unless we have to. So how are you?
I'm not too bad. I was looking at the camera today and I seem really tired. My face, I don't know, but I did sleep. I've taken time. I'm okay. How about you? How are you?
I'm all right. Just busy weekend. Lots of cleaning and tidying. So.
Oh, being an adult, that's the fun part, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Did you play any Elite over the weekend?
No, actually, because I played loads of it last week. Like most of Friday and Thursday was just me playing like constantly. So I left it for the weekend and did some grinding in Elder Scrolls Online instead.
Oh, very nice. I actually did do some Elite. I was quite job. So I didn't want to tell, but I kind of messed up my ship. I overdid some parts of my ship, the Flying Scotsman, and it just would only jump 4 light years.
What are you doing to that poor ship? 4 light years.
Didn't put the right stuff on it, and I overdid it. I definitely overdid it. I was when I was working and I was doing trying to do some upgrades, and I didn't look totally at it, so I completely screwed it up. However, I have now fixed it. I got a hauler. I jumped out of that system. I then got a new Cobra, came back, and then I got rid of my old Cobra and I have updated it, so I've got the Flying Scotsman 2.0.
Okay.
And it is so much better than my previous one.
Maybe you should show me the ship and I'll just be like, oh no!
Yeah, you've overdone it again!
What have you done?
No, I can jump 10 light years now, it's all good.
You should have way more than 10.
No.
I can, on a standard fit, I can get about 20 out of it with cargo space.
But I've basically engineered it so it's just for combat. So it's not for jumping, it's just for combat.
It'd be alright if you could get to any of the combat. Well, do you want to put us onto the game screen?
Yes, so I was going to say we should jump onto the game.
Yeah.
And there we go. That one?
That's the one.
That's the one. It looked a bit funny because you were looking to the left there.
It's alright. It's like I'm sort of looking about everywhere.
Yeah.
Katsuya Miharu, we don't have any information about fleet carriers at the minute, but when we do, you will find out about it everywhere, not just on one of our lunch live streams. We'll make sure you know the information's coming.
Yeah, so this lunch live stream is just us kind of playing the game, having a wee bit of chinwag, talking to the community,
pretty much.
You know, having a nice time like we always do. And as soon as we do have anything, we'll want to tell everybody.
Yes, you'll see it everywhere. You'll definitely know when we have something to say.
Yeah, it was like that time Will and I were on and we were talking about it and everyone was asking these questions. We're like, we want to tell you, we just can't tell you, we really want to. So yeah, as soon as we found out anything, of course. So what are we doing today, Paige?
So, it was worth a try. So, basically, we are just doing some basic Elite Dangerous playing. This is my personal account that I've been working on. I am currently trying to get myself a really nice scavenging ship because I'm a vulture and I like to go into places where there are fights and steal the stuff that falls on the floor, yeah.
See, that's it. I'm so bad at catching the stuff. Yep, so I know limpets are better, but I need to try it.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to just go in I don't tend to bother with limpets because it kind of feels a little bit weird and sci-fi to sit on the edge of a fight and just send out little robots to go steal stuff.
That's amazing.
I'd rather swoop in and grab some stuff myself. Where are my shields? Well, Orange Spark, I never learn, and I do not have any.
Why do you not have shields?
Because I'm playing in I'm playing in private group, and I'm just trading, and I needed the extra room for more cargo.
See, I've been looking at some threads, and I always agree that what people say is that I always have a shield. Always. Because even if you go, there's so many times where I just don't pay attention and I hit something, and then I start going, oh no, oh dear, oh no, oh no.
Well, I got to 6% hull earlier by accidentally not looking and crashing into a station, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's too unreliable. And even sometimes flight assist, not flight assist, sorry, docking assist, like auto docking, because what I did over the weekend was I had my ironing to do, I had my hoovering to do, I had a lot of adult things to do that weekend, and that's what I did. I just put auto docking on and I put auto release, what's that called? Auto, I forget.
It's auto docking, same inside and outside.
But the release one, and I did that, and then and then basically I was just putting on flight assist. and while I was doing everything else and doing some ironing, which was quite nice. But there's been many times before when auto docking's like hit me into the station, or I've been in a queue or I flew up and I've hit into another player or another NPC. So yeah, I always have my shields on.
Yeah, I used to until I realised that I'd rather just have an extra like 8 tons of cargo space. It's like I'll just get some more money. It's fine.
More money, but I might blow up.
Whee! I always love this spinning around it to find my pad. There we go. It's over here. There we go. And obviously people are talking about mining in the chat. Mining's not something I've gotten into much. It's just not something that necessarily interests me. Like, but mining is cool and it looks really cool. But I'm not patient enough. 3344. You've sent 5 tickets to support, but you haven't had a reply. That's very unusual. Is it possible that you've sort of sent it but not actually sent it in, so you've written it and saved it as a draft? Or you've tried to send it in via social? I would have a look at the website, on the Frontier Support website. If you have ticket numbers on there, you've sent them in. If you don't have any, you haven't unfortunately sort of sent it in properly. If you want to send us a message on Twitter or on Facebook, we can get you across to the team. They'll be able to sort you out pretty soon.
Yeah. You can always just try and message us if there's something like that, and we can have a look in, and sometimes it is simply just like you said.
Yeah. Even sort of at the peak of sort of time it takes for us to respond, it's only 72 hours at the most. So yeah, do let us know and we'll try and get you sorted out. So yeah, the missions I grabbed for here were pretty cheap, but I have this particular station bookmarked because I came over here the other day. I didn't even mean to. I was just flying around looking for random stuff, and then I found these, and I was like, 24 units of cobalt, 555k.
Wow, that's a lot.
3 million for those, and I was like, oh, hello.
That is quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, look at this cash, boy.
And then how much space have you got?
I've got 112. It's not a ton, but enough to pick up a couple of them.
And Pete's Creative Recycling saying, what's happened to your hair, Paige? You know, it's supposed to be purple. What happened?
I don't remember ever saying I was going to do purple
Are you
again.
going to have purple hair?
I have done it before, but not for quite a while. I was sort of sticking with red, but hey, maybe purple will be the next one.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Why are you sticking with the red? Is it your favourite one?
Yeah, red's been the colour I've sort of gone with ever since I was 14.
Wow.
Sort of around red and gingery type area.
I try and stay away from ginger. I'd be too much of a generic Scotsman if I stuck with ginger.
Well, I'm a natural blonde from Essex, so try and keep away from that as well.
That explains a lot, Paige.
Yeah, I know. It really does.
It does.
Right, so do I do this one going to New Chimelontis or this one going to Giraja?
What's the difference?
Well, I guess... Actually, this one's more money for less stuff, so let's do this.
Well, if it's got less stuff, maybe you could add something onto it.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
We'll go to New
So how much storage do you have?
112, so I've got 40 left.
40 left, that's not
And this
bad.
one is going to Rosenberger Vision. Right, what can we get? Nope, that wants me to get stuff. That one's... Oh, that's data. We'll take that.
Yeah, apparently Honey Thief Paige is a natural blonde.
Yeah, I am.
Have you ever got pictures of your hair blonde?
Probably do, yeah.
Probably somewhere back in the field.
I have one from when I was about 15 or 16.
Do you know, I used to be quite a punk rocker, as you would call one, and I've had black hair, blue hair, green hair, red hair, and I've had pink hair. But pink hair was for charity.
So right, I technically was a goth for quite a while.
Goth.
Proper
Not
goth.
a goth, a goth.
Goth.
A goth.
Yeah, like a, 16th century type goth. No. Yeah. They got extra missions for me. I don't care. No. I don't care. I am going off to make like 4 million. Yeah, that's fine.
So, how long is it going to take you to get there?
Oh, should be just a single jump.
Single jump? That's very good.
Whee!
As long as you don't smash into anything and blow up because you have no shields.
Fine, I know what I'm doing.
And have you had any pirates come for you yet?
Usually they try and interdict me, but I get away fairly well. Sally was just watching me get out of interdictions the other day, like, ooh, and I was like...
Yeah, well, apparently said because he had that time where he sat and played it quite recently, got a good couple hours in because he was off sick. He ended up getting really, really good at stop being interdicted.
Yay! Why?
The problem is, see, because I'm doing all the bounty hunting stuff just now. Like when I'm getting interdicted, I enjoy it. I want to be, so I don't try and get out. Which is going to be really hard if I try and change. But because I'm like, yeah, you found me, you're going to be prepared, and then I turn around and just I win. Always win.
So, Destray, what's going on with the money making? So, I'm currently trying to get money to get myself a really nice sort of scavenging ship. Possibly a vulture, I'm not quite sure. I need something that's going to be able to take a few hits if somebody decides to come after me. But also then needs to be nimble enough to get out of situations with me cargo and decent amount of hull touchy. Keep it and get away.
And do you think the vulture will be the best one for it?
I personally really like the vulture, but I don't know if it'll be the best.
Does anybody in the community think it'll be there'll be a better ship for
Yeah,
Paige's
tell
needs?
me. Definitely tell me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've got... What am I getting? So... Yeah, I'm getting both Imperial and Federal ranks as I go. I'm doing alright with the rest of me bits and bobs as well. What we got? Yeah, this ship is just basic as. Vulture, best small ship there is. I do like a good vulture. Does help if I actually decide where I'm going, doesn't it?
Well, it's good to like jump in and get it sorted, isn't it? Like if you want to just jump in, grab your stuff, and then get out, the smaller the better, a bit less speed to it. But it's then also control. You need to make sure that you've got the control. And I've noticed a big difference with upgrading my ship. The control that the Cobra has is really nice.
Yeah.
And even going on I went on the hauler and I was trying to swap my ships over. So like when I swapped my ships over, it was like a really different feeling. And I definitely feel that the Cobra, I understand why I love it so much.
The Cobra is a beautiful ship. I do love that one. Yeah, the Vulture is probably one of my favourites to fly, but I don't really like large ships. I've tried flying them a few times. The last time I flew one was on a live stream and I crashed into the floor. That was a problem. I tend to like small and medium ships. They're just nippy.
Yeah.
And they handle nicely, I tend to find. The Anaconda is a good ship, but it's just scarily big. It's just way too huge. Like, I was trying to fly a Beluga and it was not good. It was not good.
So, JCB, or is it JCB? Oh, JCB? SB, sorry, JSB. I've just totally messed up all the words there.
Okay, let's go back through your reading comprehension.
We've got that. It's the J that put me off. So I say J, and then I was like, it's not J, it's J. But it doesn't think it matters. Vulture is good for small to medium-sized opponents. At least that's my opinion.
Okay.
With Argod stakes for scouts, it would be a Crate Mark II. My general preference for general bounty hunting is an FDL. I still want to get an FDL, but
I do like the FDL.
I got into trouble from Steve Kirby the other day.
Why?
He said to me that, because I was talking about how I'm going to try and see for maybe a stream if I can do flight assist off and get into it and see how difficult it is and how long it will take me to get to that skill level and practice. And he was like, oh yeah, and I was thinking I would do it in FDL. And he was just like, wait, what are you in just now? I went to Cobra. I says, you want to jump from that all the way to an FDL? And I was like, yeah, why not? And he goes, not even build yourself up? And I'm like, nah. Definitely 100%. He goes, and that's it. So he gave me the trouble, and I'm going to do it anyway because I'll do it. I want.
Do it anyway. Just be prepared to crash and burn a few times. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not necessarily looking for a ship that can handle a fight. I'm not looking to fight. I'm looking to scavenge. I'm looking to literally, like a vulture won't kill its own prey. It just steals everything else that everyone else kills. So that's basically what I'm doing. It's like, oh, you've killed something? Mine.
Yep.
So, in fact, I have told the story a few times before, but I'm not sure you've ever heard it, so I'll tell you about the first time I went scavenging. And I really want to do it again despite the immense failure that happened. So, I went scavenging, and I think I was in a keelback, just because I didn't really intend to go scavenging. I was just out there, and I saw some loot dropped. And I picked it up, and I had a look, and I was like, oh, it's low-temperature diamonds. These are worth quite a bit of money. Amazing. I'll grab those. So I grabbed one, stuck it in my hold, nice and safe, good and good. And then I was like, oh, there's another one. So I start flying towards it, nice and slow, and it disappears. And I'm like, what? Like, what? Okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe I hit it and it exploded or something weird, like maybe. So I find another one and I lock onto that and I'm like, okay, we'll go nice and slow this time, just so I don't, slap into it and break this one. And I flew over and it disappeared. And I was like, what is going on? Why do these keep disappearing? And so I decided to lock onto another one and then just sit back and wait. just wait and watch. And I saw this nippy little viper fly in and nab it, and I was like, oh, no, give me my diamond back. So I deployed my guns that I had, which wasn't good, and you sort of set off attacking this little viper that was stealing me diamonds. Except this little viper was very much prepared for combat, and so he attacked me, took out my shields, sent a hatchbreaker limpet at me, broke my cargo hold, stole my diamond, and then killed me. He stole the single diamond I got and killed me.
It's so disappointing.
It was so funny.
I think it's that shock in your face and you're like, no,
No. I did sit there like halfway between laughing and crying at how funny it was. Just the fact that I didn't realise there was another human player about either, because like it was just the fact that I was like, I'm being killed, you know, I could get away with this. I could get away. And then the hatchbreaker limpet came on. I was like, no, my diamond.
Sometimes, like, so when you're out and you see somebody bigger than you and they're taking the stuff, maybe you just kind of walk away. You go, hey, I'll leave it.
No, he was smaller than me. The viper's smaller. It was just better set up. I just had a standard keelback for running about and nabbing stuff.
Ah, I see. Simplicity isn't always better.
No, that was a sad day. So now I have to earn money to go and get myself a good ship so that if somebody tries to take my diamonds again, I can kill them.
And how much do you think it's going to cost you?
No idea, but I'm going to get about 50 million so that I can just play around with whatever I want, get a couple of modules, do a little bit of engineering, because I've got invites from 2 engineers. We'll get there.
You've got so much more money than me.
Yeah.
I think you go to this place where you are.
Yeah, I've been having super good luck around here. Like, look at that. Boom!
And wow. I mean, that's a really good place.
It's going super well over here. So, what else we got? Nope, don't want to do any of those. No.
I think what's quite nice as well is so a lot of people are saying good multi-role ships to start off. I actually think it's really good to have a multi-role ship at all times, just because if you want to try something else out, so have something that's not got too much of a high rebuy, and then basically continue on, try out different things if you want. Like if you were saying, okay, maybe today I want to try some mining, you could go do some mining and make sure that it's equipped in that. And that's kind of what I learned is when I was trying to focus my Cobra on one thing, I kind of realised that now this will be one thing, I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff that I won't need for other stuff. But I still want like a multi-role ship and just basically try and do that. So I'm starting to now think I don't want just one ship, I want to have like maybe 4 different ships that all have different purposes, which is just very daunting. Because you're like, I'm going to just go take some time.
Yeah. Just looking at Crate MK2, Steve says, and I do fly the Python for my stargazing streams. Sorry, Python? The Phantom even. I fly the Crate Phantom and it's a gorgeous ship, so I guess I could try an MK2. It does handle quite nicely, it's fairly inexpensive.
How much? Thinking. There's me putting your
I'm thinking,
test.
there's me trying to remember exactly how much each of the ships is. I still think I'd want to go for a minimum of 50 and then hopefully get up to sort of 60, 70 to make sure I can get all the nicer, bigger pieces that I'm going to need.
That's a good decision.
So, yeah, but I don't know. Like, I might get an interim ship. Like, I can grab a couple of Imperial ships and that sort of thing and try those out.
Yeah.
But then again, they are sleek and beautiful, but I kind of find them a bit boring because of that.
Why would you say that?
Because they're super pretty, but I'm like, great. But it doesn't feel lived in. It doesn't feel like it's got that sort of rough and tumble, let's get on with it sort of feel to it.
I do quite like the idea of like my paint job like degrading over time. I quite like the idea of just keeping it like that and just having it like degraded. I don't want a nice clean paint job. I don't know why, I just like that rugged. Just like I've said it many times on streams as well, like I've always loved like Firefly, and I always thought that kind of style of, you know.
Should get some of the Raider sets, you'd love those.
Oh, definitely.
Just stick some spikes on your ship.
I probably would.
You probably would.
Yeah. But then that's it, it's that idea of like it's been kind of used and worn and it's your ship, it's your kind of baby. That's why I said like I think it was my first stream, my Sidewinder was still my favourite first ship, well my favourite ship, because I enjoyed just playing about in it, and I really feel that it was the best way to start. Even though I crashed it so many times.
Cool. I've seen a couple of people asking just about sort of future developments and things from Kickstarter. At the minute, we don't have anything to announce to you, I'm afraid. When we do have something to announce, you will definitely know it because it'll be plastered all over, you know, our newsletters and forums and social, and you'll know which live streams to come to get all of the latest information. But unfortunately, this one is just a little let's play, just having some fun. Doodaloo.
3, 4. Is it 3, 3, 4, 4?
Yeah, if you don't get any confirmation about the ticket you sent, unfortunately that means you haven't sent it in correctly, I'm afraid. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. It might be an issue with your browser. I would say what you should do is if you have Twitter, send a tweet into @EliteDangerous. I'll pick it up after lunch and get you straight over to the support team so they can sort of help get you a ticket in properly and figure out what's been going wrong with that. Because we would love to help you out. Obviously, if we don't know if the ticket hasn't been sent in properly, then we're not able to obviously work on it. But yeah, if you get in touch, we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah. So this is the hard part now. This is the bit that makes me really tense. Is that you're now going to try and get into the station, and you don't have any shields.
Do you think I can't get into this station without shields?
I know that you can, but I'm saying this is the part that makes me tense. Because it takes one kind of slight move, one wrong manoeuvre, and it's so much easier for me with like the HOTAS. But when I did it with my PlayStation controller, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like totally different control. So for me, watching you do this is stressful.
Well, I'll just need to do it perfectly and or crash.
No pressure.
Of course not. Well, now you've made me nervous.
That was totally not my intention.
Totally not.
Yeah, totally not intentional.
Oh, get out of my way.
Ooh.
Your face. Where's the FA off? Well, I'm not flying FA off because I definitely would crash.
Yeah, we made it. We're A-okay. Whew. That was sheer panic from me there. I felt that. I was like, but
there we go.
I'm so glad we made it.
There you go. Not a single % off, mate.
That's it, see? And then you just smash into the...
Yeah, I have done that a few times.
Docking can be scary. I think it's more that it's scarier when I'm doing it. You have a lot more control and stability in your flying, whereas I get really impatient.
Try doing no shields landing in a Type 9. I've done a few of those, actually. It was okay.
Have you thought about an onboard quick tutorial for returning players?
That's actually a really good idea. You can play all the tutorial missions, you know, within the game without having to start a brand new account, so you can jump straight back in that way.
Yeah. So there is tutorials as soon as you go on, and you can go try them out. I even sometimes when I came back in, when I came to work here, I actually started to do the tutorials again because I wanted to focus on piloting. So I just did the combat and the advanced combat over and over again. Even though I completed it once or twice, I just kept doing it over and over again because it was less risky than going out and getting blown up and losing my ship. Yeah. So I just did them over and over again, and it got me a lot better. So my fighting skills got a lot better through that, and it was easy to go into. And also with the exciting plans from the September update coming out, there's going to be some videos that even regular commanders who are not new people can go back and have a look at if there's anything that's been confusing. So a few new videos and onboarding that for you. So you can go check them out. So that'll be cool, it's exciting.
There you go. Yeah, so we're doing plenty to sort of help people get back into the game or, you know, start brand new accounts, people that have just never played before. Yeah. So hold your horses, keep an eye out, and we'll be talking about the September update soon.
Yes, definitely. Yes. And it's exciting. I always feel like when I have to say that stuff over and over again, I feel like one of those teleprompter things like, hi, welcome, here's the T's and Z's, and just basically go through it all.
Super Male Vitality has said that we've had a raid on on Twitch. I'm looking at the wrong icons. Hello, people that have raided. Unfortunately, we have a different chat system set up, so it didn't show us.
Oh, hello.
But hello, everybody. Thanks for coming over.
I remember when we first raided, it was one of the streamers. It was like my second stream or something, and Will sent a raid over, and it was fantastic. And I was like, wow, yeah! So thanks for coming over. So if you're just tuning in, this is our Let's Play. Paige is currently trying to make some mad dollar because she is planning on becoming a vulture and stealing all the stuff when us hard bounty hunters are out there, you know, protecting the galaxy, killing pirates. You just want to steal all the stuff.
I'm picking up the rubbish you just leave floating in the galaxy. Thank you very much. All that space debris.
The reason that it does stay there is for myself. I remember I saw something, I went, oh, that looks nice, and I flew to get it, and then I kind of looked away and I was holding down R1 and I just basically hit it away and it flew away miles away, and I was like, do you know what, I've done what I need to do.
Didn't need that much.
Nah, I didn't need that much. Too much stress.
There we go, we're just gonna gently leave the station.
So Tex Asun has, I have the HOTAS, was just wondering. We have HOTAS. I use the HOTAS when I'm in work, and I use my PlayStation 4 controller when I'm at home. I really enjoy the HOTAS system actually, but the problem is where I'm currently staying at the moment, I don't have anywhere to put it.
Yeah.
So I don't have, like, with my big TV there, and because I play on PlayStation, I don't have a wee desk or something to put it on. So that's probably like a need before doing that, because I don't want to sit on my legs, because then it gets really uncomfortable.
53401. It's just me remembering where I'm going.
Is that where we're going? Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, of course. We're still doing Maslow going. Who needs Maslow? Not me. I just need to fly.
See, I always feel that when I'm always jumping to a new system, I'm always scared that the thing that I'm delivering to is a planet, because I've been really struggling with actually dropping stuff off on planets. I get how it works, but it just takes so much more time.
Yeah, it takes a bit of practice.
Every time I do it, I land into the planet and it's like gliding successful, and then I look down and it's at the other side of the planet. And then I need to like turn, go back up, go back out and round, and it's because I've overshot it. So that's the issue that I always seem to have with planets. So anytime I see a planet, and if I've got too much to do, or if I'm stressed out, I might just, you know.
I always sort of end up doing a weird like cone, so that I come down near where I need to be, and then go into orbital glide and just go straight down.
See, that's probably
just sort of. There we go. Current mission updated. Woo! There we go. What are they going to give me? 30 grand.
See, I always feel that you need to go a lot. I hate when they put that out there and they go, hey, you need to go faster. And I feel like going, no, I don't want to do it. Yep.
Yeah, but they're saying, go faster, we'll give you 30 grand. I'm like, okay.
Don't tell me what to do. I want to take my time and relax.
It's so ornery.
No, I'm joking. I'd do it. The thing is, though, I always just put, Super Cruise on.
Talk.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
You're just going to go for it? You're going to punch it?
Get out of here.
Practice makes perfect, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Exarock, red coloured hair is always amazing.
Thank you.
I love the look of the gentleman too. Thank you very much.
There we
Appreciate
go.
it. You missed it. I've not done it today because I've got my tartan trousers on, but I do an occasional stream put on some tartan braces.
Yep.
I've got my tartan braces and I've got my black braces.
Yep.
But I only wear them because I cycle in. I sometimes like not wear them all the time. Mr. Cow 20 says Paige is amazing, to be honest.
Oh,
I agree.
Thank you. Oh.
She's not too bad.
Oh, I'm alright.
We don't like to give too big
No,
compliments.
No.
Yes, Exarock, I am Scottish. And you're English?
Yes.
Yes. I'm in the crux.
Yes. Majority of my family is English, and then the other part is white South African.
Ah, I did not know that.
There you go.
Yes, I've got family who are Italian and
Yep.
Irish.
I could tell.
Yeah. So it's the it's the Scottish, Irish, Italian mix that I have, which means I enjoy whiskey, beer, and basically pasta food, anything like that.
So just drinking and eating. Done.
Drinking and eating. That's
Done.
it. I think that's what everybody wants to do.
There we go. Come on, Tartar Doc. Somewhere better give me a good mission, because I need the money, or I will just have to go somewhere else. I will take my Type 6 somewhere else. Thank you very much.
So why did you go for the Type 6?
I just needed to fit as much cargo in as possible.
And do you think this is the best ship that's got the...
For cheap cost, easy to set up, 20 light year jump range, yeah, I think this is the best. Like, this is just the easiest way to get over 100 cargo in a very cheap ship with a decent jump range, so whoosh. That's what I went for. It's not my favourite ship. It flies, again, it does fly like throwing a brick through a window, but...
There's nothing wrong with that.
There is something wrong with
Yeah,
that.
it's a bit hard to control. I love how in the chat it always kind of goes down to this Brexit thing. It always goes to politics. Always goes to politics.
Not fans of talking politics
We
here,
do
I'm
not like
afraid.
to talk politics.
Apart from in-game politics, but then again, I don't think either of us...
have any clue. I'm a bounty hunter. I just go where the money takes me.
And
Politics
I
to me doesn't
don't
matter.
pay attention to... I'm the worst, actually. Never invite me to your home system because I don't care who's in control. You give me money, I'll do your missions.
That's it.
Like, you want me to go sabotage the other system? I'll do it.
Exarac, again, wait, this is actually the Frontier Developments. Yes, we are Frontier Developments.
Hello.
And this is us streaming Elite Dangerous. So we'll say again, we're the community managers here.
Ooh, just realised I might want to ask for docking.
Yeah, that would be quite good because you'll get a fine
What's
if you
this
don't.
one? That's 2. There
Yeah.
we go. Yes, I'm the lady you talk to on Twitter quite a lot of the time.
And I am one of the dudes who speaks on the forums.
Yes.
Yeah. I am.
There we go. Okay.
So this is the thing for me is that when it comes to the politics of the game, for me, I'm all about bounty hunting. But recently, William started to really go for the Empire.
Of course.
And I was going to try
really?
and go for the Federation because they've got different ships. But then as I kind of continued on, I thought to myself, the money is quite a low drop. I don't want to really go ahead with that. And what I'm going to do is I'll just be a bounty hunter for anybody that takes me.
Yeah, I
Kind
mean,
of rugged style, you know, bounty hunter.
so when I made my squadron, because I made a squadron last week, I put it under Lavinie Duval. And then I realised I don't even like Lavinie Duval. Like, so I'm going to have to, like, break this apart and start a new one. Because I want to have a squadron, but I don't know what I want to do.
Why?
Like, who do I want to support? Not this lady, anyway.
She's part of the Empire.
The Empire sucks, and people are like, "Oh, go with Aisling." I'm like, no, I will not go for Bubblegum Princess, who spends more time on Instagram than actually helping people. God, I hate her.
Well, it's not good to hate people. We all have to respect people for each of their decisions.
No, I dislike her.
No,
She's bad.
don't say
Don't like
that.
her.
She's not saying that.
3-4. You now have a ticket number. You have done it. The team will be with you as soon as they can then.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, I don't have to support somebody, but I feel like I'd like to.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'd like to find somebody to, belong.
Somewhere to belong.
Yeah.
I like being a nomad. I like having no one to kind of conform to in some sense.
Exarok, this game is Elite Dangerous. Are we showing new stuff? Not today, but we do. We do show new stuff, and when we are going to, you will hear us shout it from the rooftops, and we will make sure to mention it a few times in the stream, and you will see new stuff.
Yeah, and most of the time, like, Mondays is just a let's play. We come together, we have a little bit of fun, we talk with you guys, we try and have a bit more of a kind of casual conversation.
Yeah.
Whereas on Thursdays we do like to have a more kind of structure and a more kind of controlled. So like last week was a really interesting stream that you guys did. Mm-hmm. You and Mo were looking back at Distant Worlds 2.
Yes.
And you were speaking to some of the guys who helped put it together and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. So Thursday it's 6 o'clock UTC in the evening. Is that correct? Which is 7 o'clock in the UK time. BST. That's
there
the one. I always get them so confused. British summertime. So yeah, the Mondays are always a bit chilled, and yeah, we do. If there's any announcements, we also have dedicated streams for them, and then we also would talk about a wee bit in here if anything goes out. Like we said.
Because a lot of what we do, and the reason we are community managers, is because we like to hang out with the community, and so that's why we sort of split them up, and once a week we come and chill out with you guys and just play the game as we play the game, and then on Thursdays we go a little bit more, let's show you some game, and let's talk about various bits and bobs. And
yeah, and so one of the fun things as well is, even, like last week I was with Sally and I blew up. Mm-hmm.
Fabulous, good job.
I blew up my ship. Oh, did I blow up?
I don't remember you blowing up.
I did blow up. I'm pretty sure I did blow up. And then I also... Oh, that's what I did. That's why I basically went for a bounty because the person was called Merlin. Like it was Merlin. Just
okay.
Fun. And I showed up and there was like 4 of them and it was like a really difficult one and I had to have people with me. I didn't read that part because, Merlin blew me up. Like, it was pretty bad. It was like within like 2 seconds. But I was okay with it. And because I was okay with it, I was like, I know this is going to happen. I said to the community, I says, do you want me to do it? And everybody's like, yeah, go for it, knowing fairly well that I would have blown up. And I thought, well, this is what I call entertainment. And then we went back and I actually got a bounty. So that's normally how it does go for me. It's normally not as...
You've been having fun then?
It's not as exciting as that normally. Normally I just blow up for stupid reasons.
You tried to solo a wing mission, did you?
I did try to solo a wing mission. I really was overconfident.
And you tried to fight an FDL, mate.
I did.
Mate.
But it was, that's what I said. I knew I was going to die, and I said to the community, do you want me to do it or not? I am quite shameless. I had the rebuy. I was quite happy to do it.
Just going to address a couple of questions quickly.
Yes.
PSVR, nothing to announce at this time, I'm afraid. When it's something that we're doing, you'll know. Very much so, you'll know. Do. Yeah, new ships. Also nothing to announce at the minute, apart from, fleet carriers, that massive thing coming at the end of the year, which we will talk about more soon.
Sorry,
the sound on those as well. So good. And yes, September update, obviously it's August now. We'll be talking soon.
Yes.
I know we say soon a lot, but there is a different amount of soon, and soon, which turns into later. Mm-hmm. Most of these things are soon. Soon. Not even something to keep your hopes up. I'm afraid, thing is, we only gave you new information 2 or 3 weeks ago, so at the minute we have nothing extra to share. But if you go to our forums, you can see all the stuff we revealed at LaveCon, the little bits and bobs that we've said afterwards. But as for fleet carriers, we're not answering any more questions at this time.
No, we've released all the information we're going to release at the moment in this week. And also, there's if you're looking for other things to kind of keep you entertained, there's things going on with the Enclave at the moment, and the Witch Head Nebula, if you want to head out over there. And, get up your skills and different things like we're doing, is going through this stuff. And even if you want to help us out and tell us how to do these things, so if you've got any tips for Paige on being a vulture and stealing all of the goods, you can help us out there. Will's trying to get up in the Federation because I think he was thinking of doing either engineering or something else he was doing.
Yeah, I think he's been working on engineering ships, but I'm not quite sure
what he's going
to
for.
What end.
He did tell me. I just, I even forgot. I just didn't listen. And then for myself, I'm doing some bounty hunting, and I'm also looking to get into some racing stuff as well. So if you guys got any hints and tips in there on what to do and go to, that'd be awesome.
There we go.
Somebody did ask, you're using the Xbox controller, but you're also using the keyboard.
Yes, I tend to use both, just because instead of binding multiple things to multiple keys, I tend to find it a lot easier just to have a couple of things bound to the keyboard and just have that in front of me, bits and bobs.
Do you know what's quite funny? It's actually a good way to go through your bindings and maybe change them or just look at them, because what I did yesterday was, because I had my PlayStation controller, I forgot how to change my hardpoints from my scanners to my weapons, and I was going after it was like a Navy mission, and I got interdicted, and I got pulled out, and I sat there and I was like, fire, and I put out my hardpoints, and I was like, oh no, I don't know how to get my weapons out. I have no idea, because on the HOTAS I think it's square and L1.
Yeah.
And that's right here, and I'm like, what do I do? It's not working, because I didn't know what to do. So I had to basically put all of my power into my system and my engines, boost away, jump out of space when it was the person I wanted to kill, and then I went there and I had to check all my things, and it was basically on the PlayStation controller, you have in the top right of that kind of finger motion pad, top right, or press X.
Yeah.
And I totally was just I was hitting all of them, holding each one of them down, not sure what to do.
Yeah, that's why I only have 3 or 4 rebindings that I do, but I pretty much just know them off by heart now, so I'm just this one, done,
I do find it weird that you press space though.
Oh, yeah.
Did it go? Space.
Yep. Jump. And
how do you know where to look?
Is there really money to make doing scavenging? Is it something that takes time to look? I mean, yes and no. If you're wanting to do it to grind out money, then it's definitely not worth it. It's something that I do just because I find it fun. Essentially, you just look for anywhere that there's a fight. You might go to nav beacons and look for ships that have been blown up there, or help tag some ships and see if they drop anything. You might go to, if you turn on your FSS and you see loads of signal sources and things, you might go and have a look at those and see if anyone's put anything down there. But you might end up finding some really rare materials, which is pretty handy for engineering. And it's just sort of it's almost like a lucky dip. You go in and see what you find, and yay!
I think it's different type. It's definitely a different type of gameplay, which is exciting about Elite. Because for me, I could just go and hang about those places and try and get some bounties. And I really don't like trying to find people. I like knowing where I'm going and then looking about and getting something like a signal source and going to follow it. But in saying that, it's also quite fun to try and explore and find those things and to kind of have a wee look around.
Yeah, so like all the stuff that I've found here, all these materials, well, I say all these are all I've got so far from doing bits, but very rare manufactured materials. I've literally found these just by going into sources and nabbing whatever I can, just off, well, I'd say off the floor as it were, but just sort of out of the air and just nicking stuff, just picking it all up and off I go. So like that's why a bunch of stuff is like super rare. Oh, I managed to loop while I was doing that, but Laura, if you want to read a post-mortem on Elite Dangerous, well, when it's, you know, dead, then that would be the time for a post-mortem, but it's definitely not dead and it's definitely nowhere near it.
Old Fat Gamer, I just really wanted to say his name. He says that's why I use voice attack and HSC when in doubt, scream out in panic, and it'll do all the work. I think the voice stuff is so cool, but I think the big problem I have is the same thing. That there's a TV show called Burniston, and the guys go in and the elevator goes, "What floor would you like to go to?" It's a voice activated one, and he says 11.
Yeah, well the thing is the voice attack's actually pretty good for picking up accents.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean we have a couple of Scottish commanders who play on Twitch and things like that
And
quite
they
a lot.
use
They
that
use
then?
voice attack.
I don't know, like you could always. I think always trying to do it in the voice attack would be too stressful for me, and people would find it very strange shooting from a room, all the weird things. But I think anybody who uses it's awesome. I just don't know if I would be able to use it.
Laura, yeah, I know what it tends to be used for, so I mean maybe when the next milestone comes out, that's something we could look to do for Horizons. So remember that. Do a post-mortem on Horizons when the next thing comes out.
Well, we do these things for the Interstellar initiatives, so we did it for a few of them as well, and when the Enclave eventually concludes, which is still going on just now, then eventually we will kind of look back and ask commanders what they thought, what they enjoyed, what did they not enjoy, is there any way we could do better, because we just want to make these better for everybody else.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a community event. If people don't like it, then it's not a community event.
No, we want your guys' impact.
Yeah.
Impact, input.
I knew what you meant.
And impact as well.
Yeah.
Nice t-shirt, Paige.
Thank you. It says Norse Horse. It's a God of War shirt.
I love the new one. Absolutely
it's
adored
stunning.
that one.
Absolutely stunning. I just, I'm working on a gaming sleeve, and I'll definitely be putting God of War in there after that. Might put a little Mimir or something.
Yeah, I might actually go in and change my commander's look, make them Kratos.
You could do. Yeah, I tied up my commander a little bit just before we started the stream.
Well, why did you have to tidy your commander up?
Because it didn't really look like me anymore. It looked a bit weird because it was before I had my haircut.
Yeah, because I showed everyone not like last week, but mine looked like Frodo Baggins. It kind of looked like.
I mean, it's
Elijah
pretty
Woods.
accurate then.
I don't look like Elijah Woods.
Yeah.
I'm a lot taller than Elijah
You're
Woods.
just hairier.
I'm like 5'11".
That's true.
That's true.
Just.
No, I'm definitely 5'11". I'm not 6 foot.
I'm only 5 foot tall. Don't worry. I love this urgent kill order for known terrorist. Grant. Damn it, Grant! You terrifying man.
You need to be competent.
Careful of Grant. I think that's only funny because I knew a little kid called Grant who was a very skinny boy with big glasses. It's like just imagining him.
As a terrorist.
Well,
Elijah Wood's daddy? No, Elijah Woods is not my dad, unfortunately.
I think he was suggesting you were because you're the taller one.
I'm Elijah Wood's dad.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Could be.
I could be. Well, probably not. I think he's older than me.
Am I flying a Type 6 without shields? Yes. Request.
Crazy.
Yes, I can.
Yes. If there's any moments that they go quiet, it's because we get like a big question in the forums. We want to make sure that we're answering questions because that's what my look is I'm like trying to look over to see what's going on.
And you tend to do like word dyslexia and just mix them up.
I do. I try and do picky parts out. It's because I can't always say everything I need to say.
So that's why things have become like HSC and various bits like that.
Yeah.
You're just inventing new things.
I like to invent new words.
Yeah.
I'm a trendsetter. I'm a trendsetter. I don't follow the curve. That's what I'm going to say is my excuse.
Yeah, it's all right.
So how much money are you aiming to make now from the stream? What you want?
Oh, hopefully I can get up to 40 before. Well, that's actually 15 minutes. Okay, let's say 35.
35? Well, that's
35.
actually really flown by quite quickly.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is where I'm going back to. Helps fight. Press
Roll
the right
stop.
button. No, not row stop necessarily. Just the system.
Aye. So it's quite. You need a big jump.
Yeah, I think it'll be 2. Just 2.
2 is not too bad. It is quite a good wee ship to kind of just jump back and forth, and do you know that's what I did at the weekend. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about this game is I have a record player, and basically I just put on some records, did some other stuff, and I played away, and I enjoyed just putting the record player on, putting some music on and relaxing. And I know a lot of our community as well also put on some Netflix and do stuff, but it's one of those things for me because I've seen some people say, oh well, it's not really that exciting if you can put it on and you can do something else, but literally it's not that.
And sometimes you're not after exciting.
I really just enjoyed. Well, it's not that it wasn't exciting. It was still exciting. It was the only time that I could do something else was when I was doing like my ironing. So I'd iron one shirt and then I'd come into the system and then I'd put auto cruise on, and then I would come out and I'd do another bit of ironing and I'd put that up and I'd be able to go do something else. And then I was like, right, now that I've done a couple of jumps, I've made a wee bit of money.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some fighting because that's what I turned the game on to do. But I thought I've got other things to do today. But what I'll do is I'll take some of these courier missions over.
Well, it's like being in a real spaceship and being like, while it's going this way, I'm just going to go and do my ironing or feed the cat.
Oh my goodness, imagine.
Well, that's the thing, like, people are like, oh, it'd be so much more exciting in space. It was like, not necessarily.
No.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you look at the interviews with, like, Chris Hadfield and things like that, it wasn't like 100% action all the time.
No.
Like, and sometimes you don't want that. It gets so tiring.
Well, we were talking about that in the office. We were just talking away about space stuff, about how being out in space. And one of the things we spoke about is that when you look out, it's just black. Like if you look one way, it's just black and you've got nothing to do. So it's just kind of keeping yourself busy as well and doing that stuff. So
there's only so many times you can look at water floating and be like, ha!
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sure a few times you're just going to be like, just float, Pete. Just float. Why won't you float?
I'm so sick of this.
I'm so sick of floating water.
But this is the thing as well, that I just got a new TV, and having this screen and having that stuff was really awesome.
Do you want to know something really gross about space?
What?
You can't actually keep.
Oh no, that's where the conversation was about, and I didn't want to bring that part up.
Yeah, well, because gravity doesn't work, and your intestines generally work mostly using gravity. So have fun with that.
My question was, what would happen if you sneezed in space?
Well, it'd just be gross.
That'd be quite
make
gross.
sure you have a hanky.
Just everywhere. Be quite interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
if anybody knows about any sneezing in space stories.
Like Grandad sneezes are already, nearly typhoon causing. So, like, I'm pretty sure you would just end up pushing the ship out. Yeah, it's peristalsis. Yeah, but you need gravity to get all that going. Humans have adapted for gravity.
We've changed, we've evolved.
Yep.
And now we just play Elite Dangerous.
And now we just play spaceships. It's alright. I would never be allowed to go into space with my broken eyes and arthritis.
Can we say that word on stream?
What, peristalsis?
Peristalsis?
Yes.
What's peristalsis? I don't know.
Peristalsis is trying to explain it. It is the way things move through the intestines. So it's kind of like a.
Let's just say if it's a form of motion in a sense, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's alright. Although I'm not really good to think. I keep getting a lot of comments from the one swear word I accidentally let slip out on a stream.
Oh, yeah, a wave of muscular contractions. That's pretty much it.
That's what I call myself.
Yeah.
Enclave's been good, which is good. Thank you, Commander Thachino. A major power doing something bonkers against their remit, apparently driven by commercial factors and misleading independent commanders into dubious actions with consequences. How exciting.
Commander Benkai thinks his dad will get 3 Gs of acceleration when he sneezes. Like, he'd just accidentally shoot himself out through the front window. Done. Doom everybody from one granddad sneezing.
I've got this problem with my sneezes that if I have one, I normally have about 7.
Yeah, but you have little girly sneezes.
I don't have girly sneezes. I have very loud sneezes. I keep them very quiet.
Mate, you sit next to me and you're just like...
I never did. That's you. I literally got told when I came to work here that you were like the...
I have weird noises.
Oh, what are they called? The wee kind of things that are tiny.
Like a squeaky toy. Oh, what, like a hamster?
No, it's not a hamster. It's the other thing. What are they called? Oh, this is going to annoy me.
Well, that's a degu.
No, it's not a degu. It's the what are they called again? Not gerbils.
No.
I need some help here. I need some help here, guys.
Name rodents,
It's
people.
like the wee ones that you get for kids, and it's not a guinea pig.
Oh.
That's
yeah, but they're just going.
That's basically. I got told that you sometimes like you're the house guinea pig because you just make noises.
When I hiccup, something about where my diaphragm sits, I sound like I've swallowed a puppy.
Oh,
It's like.
Yep. So it's these wee noises that just come out. So she's coming in.
When I sneeze, it is like a granddad sneeze sometimes, and hiccuping will possibly shatter your eardrums.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know. It's just literally where my diaphragm sits that everything just ends up really, really squeaky.
Squeaky.
Squeaky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you have girly sneezes.
I don't have girly sneezes.
You do, mate.
I'm sorry. I feel like this is very untrue.
I'm just going to have to throw pepper at you now and catch it on Twitch.
I genuinely have very loud sneezes
Next
that I've had to
Thursday,
control.
I'm just going to be like, ha! Just lob pepper in your face.
But I do sneeze quite loud. I do try and control my sneezes though, especially because we're in an open office. It's one of those things of being careful about your. I don't want to come off as a girly sneeze, but at the same time,
you don't want to like slam into Graham and throw him across the desk.
No, you would not be happy with
No.
that.
Vomiting in a spacesuit.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
That would be like the worst
Yeah,
thing
it wouldn't be
because
good.
you would want to vomit even more. It's not a nice thing. Why did you get into that, Paige? Why did you let them start
Because
that?
I was actually reading some articles last week about living in space and the challenges it actually it actually causes for women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when one lady went up to space and the engineers were like, "Is 500 tampons enough for a week?" And she was like, "Yeah, for what? Like, yes, very much." So.
Commander Witherspoon, guinea pigs cost £1.5 each. You may have a replacement coming at some point. It's quite cheap actually.
Where did you find guinea pigs for £1?
I know, actually. I know it's normally a lot
You can't
cheaper.
even get a hamster for £1.
You can buy like small rodents for a lot cheaper, for like £5, £6, but it's like the cage and everything that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And all the kind of stuff that you need to get for them and continuous care. So it's kind of like you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for you.
Commander Bernardo, that is very true, and now we're going to have to get into a topic that I think some male commanders might shirk from, but women do not need 500 tampons a week. That is definitely too many to have. Far, far too many. That's why they sell them in packs of like 12.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. Da, da, da.
There's all these big messages coming through.
Oh, quickly, mate, read.
And
I just noticed I flew here without even noticing. I wasn't meant to come to this one.
So yeah, we're just going to say again for like Aran O Star. Yeah, like these are just normally fun streams. Don't talk about any updates or future things that are going on with that. As far as we're aware, we don't have any information on that. So that's all we can say. But yeah, so how much have you made so far, Paige?
So when I started playing this morning, because obviously I had to get the stream set up, I had 22 million.
22 million, and how much we got now? 32.
Yeah.
So you made quite a big jump there.
About 10 million in a couple of... Ooh,
Because a lot of people can...
Nearly 5 million. I don't have enough cargo space.
How much is it?
Can I get rid of anything? It's like nearly 5 million.
5 million.
Oh, hiccup, sorry.
So how much more cargo space can you get? Let's see if they've got any more racks. No.
Yeah, obviously that's just 32. Oh, the only thing I can do is that's just going to get me 2. That's just...
It's not really worth it, is it?
Alright, fine. We'll see if there's any other missions. I could buy a Type 7, but the problem I found around the area I'm in currently is a lot of them are small to medium pads. I haven't really found a ton of large pads.
One of the things that you need to think about. See you later, Orange Spark. Thanks for joining.
See you later. What have you walked into? Technically, you walked into having a science discussion, but it just turned into
guinea pigs,
female astronauts, guinea pigs, and
shampoo.
And shampoo.
We never have these normal streams, do we?
You never can, not on a Monday.
However, the one thing I am happy about, and the only reason I'm bringing it back up is because we've got about 6 minutes to go, is we've not spoke about food too much today in this stream, which is quite nice, because the last stream I did with Stegs, we end up talking a lot about food, and we always do these right before lunchtime. So it gets kind of like, oh, why did you start thinking about food? And now that I brought it up, I'm thinking about food.
Well, I, as of last week, have lost my first stone in weight. So I'm trying not to think about food too much.
I know.
It's a dangerous area to go to now. But you have ruined it now,
I'm sorry, Jack Little. I'm really sorry.
What are you going to have for lunch, Stephen?
I only have a sandwich. I have a sandwich and a banana because I am trying to eating semi-healthily.
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't mean eat lots less. It means just be more sensible with your choices.
Yeah, sandwiches, there's nothing wrong with a sandwich.
Yes, but a single sandwich and a single banana, that is not going to fill you up to the point.
I enjoy a single sandwich, thank you very much.
That's what
I don't need two sandwiches.
I never said 2 sandwiches.
How many sandwiches would you...
I'd say 1 sandwich and then something like the yogurt on the side to get some good proteins and some dairy.
That's why I've got the...
And your singular banana.
That's why I've got a banana. Banana's got filled with potassium. It's brilliant.
Great. Oh, I've only got 4.
What are you going to have, Paige?
I don't actually know. I'm going to go see what we have in the canteen. And thank you guys. Yes. It's a first step out of the rest, but you'll see me shrink on live streams as the time goes on.
I always find it very difficult though, because as soon as you start eating and dieting, it's the bad food is the one that you really want, and especially over the weekends.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
I'm not eating radioactive bananas, Shelley 601. I am just eating normal bananas.
He thinks he's only eating normal bananas.
but Paige has been
But
drowsing.
what's happening? Yes.
Only a double Whopper meal and a sundae, not the apple pie one. Oh, that does sound quite good. But no, I intentionally left my wallet at home today so that I didn't go and buy any food.
I'm going to buy you a cookie and just wave it in front of you.
No. This is the thing, I recently started the gym, which is near the work, and so that I don't get lazy, I leave my shampoo in work. Because we've got showers, so that when I wake up in the morning, I go, I can't be bothered. I'm like, I need to wash. Yep, I need to go to the gym. So even like, I'm doing that with food now. I'm like, keep my wallet away at home. I have no self-control, like at all. I'm really bad.
I've gotten better with it. But I'll tell you the best thing, the local co-op does this calorie-controlled salted caramel ice cream. That's 280 calories a tub, the entire tub. It's delicious.
See, I'm a big fan of ice cream. That's why I'm lucky. I don't like too much sweet things. The only
sweet things are my
The only issue I have with sweet things is basically, so beer has a lot of sugar in it.
Yes, it's going to get a big belly.
And that's why I have a kind of slight podge there. But the rest of it is I don't have a lot of sweety things. Just don't do it, which is quite good.
No, I do. Oh man, sweet things. That is how I live my life, which is a problem. But there you go. An hour has flown by.
That has flown by, and I'm glad we ended it on food.
Less food, more elite. Well, I'm afraid we were coming up to lunchtime, hence the food talk.
Hence the food.
But on that note, we're probably going to go and get some.
Yeah, we're going to get some food. Gelato is delicious.
Gelato is very
absolutely
good.
amazing.
Very
We had
good.
some gelato actually recently, didn't we?
We did.
That was really nice. But yeah, thanks for everybody who joined in today.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. Paige made a lot of money.
I did make 10 million, having a good time.
Yeah, and as always, thanks again for coming to watch us and join in with us, and we really enjoy the kind of conversations we get to have with you. They all go to really crazy places, but we wouldn't change it for the world.
No, it's always very fun, and keep an eye out for what we're doing on Thursday. We'll let you all know soon.
Yes, Thursday's live stream will be coming up. Again, what was it? It was 6 UTC and 7 EST.
Yeah, EST. There you go.
EST. I never know how to do it. It's like whenever you phone up and you go, you've got like your postcode to read out, and you forget, like if it's like S, you go singing,
sausages,
shrimp. Always forget. But guys, yeah, thanks for coming to the stream.
Yeah, thank you very much, and we will see you all soon.
See you all soon, or Thursday, or next week, or whatever.
Some other time.
Some other time. Right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.